Hey, how you guys doing? It's Mark here with a mid-afternoon rant. 11 o'clock on a Sunday. Gotta forgive me. I've been feeling a little under the weather. Got sick, but it was from the throat up. No fevers, no craziness like that. Doused myself. My wife went and got me some quercetin. Quercetin. It's for people with a cold or a cough for high blood pressure, and I got high blood pressure. I drowned myself in orange juice, drowned myself in this stuff. Feeling a little better. Slept for a long time last night, which is amazing. But anyway, I'm doing decent. I may have a little nasally thing going on up here, but for the most part, I can breathe. I'm good. I'm good. So, but yeah, I wanted to get to this video before I got sick, and I just feeling bad. But this is another prime example. Give me 1 second. Let me move my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Let me get my Cinnamon Toast Crunch out the way. But how can I go from talking about Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Okay. Not lucky. Milo was on the floor over here. Anyway, the news. It's been a minute. Give me a second. Fox News is at it again. Fox News has been deceptive. They can't find too much of anything to talk about right now, so they have to invent controversy. And what they're trying to do also is not only invent controversy, but anger the Democrats and Joe Biden's base, which is black people. And this is what they decided to do.
Was caught red-handed committing one of the just gravest of all journalistic sins here in this TV news business. Deceptively editing a soundbite to make a politician say something they did not say. The clip came from a speech President Joe Biden was giving for Veterans Day, where he told a story about a legendary baseball pitcher named Satchel Paige. Now, Paige is remembered as one of the greatest pitchers of all time. But due to segregation, he didn't get to pitch in the major leagues until he was 42, after it had been integrated. Satchel Paige is one of the greatest players ever to come out of what are known as the Negro Leagues. That's the all-black league during segregation. And this is the unedited version of how President Biden referred to him.
Now watch this entire clip. Everything.
I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher in the Negro Leagues, went on to become a great pitcher in the pros, into the Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson. His name was Satchel Paige.
Now, Biden stumbles a little, but
he's going to play it again.
Listen again.
I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher in the Negro Leagues, went on to become a great pitcher in the pros, into the Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson. His name was Satchel Paige.
All right, so Fox News then takes that bite.
Now, he's going to show you what Fox News does to that soundbite. Now, watch. I told you to watch everything. That includes that hand gesture. He's going to explain that too.
They edit the context out of the middle. And I'm going to play it to you. When you listen, watch for where the hand goes. Watch for the vanishing hand. When that sound played on Fox, it sounded like this.
President Biden facing backlash for a comment during his Veterans Day address. Listen to this.
I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher. His name was Satchel Paige.
Biden's choice of words while referencing Hall of Fame pitcher Satchel Paige, landing him in hot water. The remark came while Biden was attempting to wish Secretary of State Blinken's dad a happy birthday. That birthday wish didn't go so well.
Right, yeah. Did not.
So that was deceptively edited to make it sound like Biden was calling Satchel Paige Negro, when the Florida context shows clearly not what he said.
Here's what they did. Here's his quote. I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher in the Negro leagues. Now when you read that, he is not calling the man a Negro. He is trying to reference the Negro leagues. That's what it was called back in the 40s, 50s, whenever the Negro leagues was around. He wasn't calling Satchel Paige a Negro. The black part is what they cut out. So what they showed you was, I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher. His name was Satchel Paige. That's what Fox News did. And did you see the vanishing hand? I don't know if he's going to go back and play that again or not.
This part of the line through it is just gone. So that's why you get the disappearing hand, because the hand's up during the first part and then it's gone during his name was Satchel Paige. Now, Fox News is the most powerful messaging arm the Republican Party has, and it just kind of pumps lies, truths, misinformation.
Let's just watch this.
Adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher. His name was Satchel.
Did you see the hand disappear? It's not like the hand. It's not like the hand. Oh, one. It's not like the hand went up and came down. The hand went up and faded. Fox News is deceptively trying to manipulate the soundbite to get, first of all, to get black folk angry, because they know black folk have a powerful voice when it comes to a white person calling someone out of their name. So they're trying to upset they're trying to shake up the ground a little bit, to shake up his base and say, look, this guy, and they're trying to go back to say this guy's a racist. As you can remember, he felt some type of way about school busing back in the 60s or 70s, I believe. And Kamala Harris, his vice president, said that, hey, I was one of those black girls that you restricted. So they're trying to they want to try to tie that into Joe Biden being a racist, or Joe Biden being something that he's not. And I will submit to you this: anybody that serves, whether it's Republican, Democrat, Independent, or whatever, I don't care what part of the spectrum that you fall under, anybody that was around during segregation still knows what it's like to be segregated. And especially when white people are in power, they should not be in power. That goes to Nancy Pelosi, that goes to Chuck Schumer, that goes to Joe Biden. These people were around during segregation. These people saw black folk being marginalized, and these people did nothing. That includes Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, you name it, down the line, Jimmy Carter. None of these people in 2021 should be telling us what to do in 2021, knowing that they lived in the 1950s. That includes Governor Ivey of Alabama, who dressed in blackface, who protested against black folk, and now you're the governor to regulate and represent everybody. So don't think that I'm just a Joe Biden D-rider. No. If the man said something wrong, he said something wrong. But in this context, the man did not say anything wrong. But Fox News want to portray, they can't find anything. They can't find anything. Yes, we have inflation. I get that. We're working on that. This is not anything due to what Joe Biden did per se. This is the ramifications of the previous administration. Anything in the first year of an election, it bleeds over. It bleeds over. You can't fault President Hoover per se for the stock market crash, because all that happened in the 1920s before he got there. You can't fault Hoover for it, but you can fault him for the outcome of it. You can fault him for the results of it. You can fault him for not trying to do much of anything to fix it. You can't fault President Abraham Lincoln for the Civil War, because everything happened prior to him getting there. You can fault President Lincoln for the outcome of that war. You can fault James Buchanan, who was there before him, who did nothing to stop states from seceding prior to Lincoln getting there. So when Barack Obama left a decent economy for Trump, and he left a solid unemployment rate and a solid gas prices, whatever you want to call it, and he had a first year to try to keep it that way, what did he do? He pumped in another $1.5 trillion sugar high to the rich. And now we're seeing the ramifications of that to include COVID. Can't fault Donald Trump for COVID, but you can fault him for what he did or did not do to try to fix it. They really can't find nothing on the man. So what do they relegate themselves to? Editing video to try to get people to be angry at Joe Biden. It's Sunday. I'm going to leave it right there. I normally wouldn't submit anything on Sunday, but I had to get this one out. I'm going to attempt to grow my beard back, so we'll see what happens with this thing. If not, I'll go back to my goatee. In the meantime, it's Sunday. You guys have a great day. I'm about to get off this thing and get up on some football, so I will see you guys on the next one. And hey, y'all take care. Have a blessed Sunday and try to have a good rest of your week, all right? All right, I'm out. Y'all take care.